Most gardens fail long before seeds touch the ground. The failure happens quietly, underground, when soil is treated like dirt instead of a living system. Old gardeners understood something modern advice keeps skipping over. They never rushed planting. They never fed plants before feeding soil. And, they never expected fertilizer to fix what biology hadn't built first. That single missing step is why so many gardens look busy but produce weak harvests. Old gardeners worked with slower tools and fewer inputs, yet their soil improved every year. They focused on structure, moisture balance and biological activity before worrying about nutrients. Soil was treated as a habitat, not a container. Once that foundation was right, crops thrived with very little effort. They always covered bare soil early and kept it covered. Before planting a single seed, soil was protected with organic material that fed microbes, buffered temperature and trapped moisture. This step wasn't optional. It was the beginning of the season. Exposed soil loses moisture, daily collapses its structure under rain, and starves microorganisms of food. Modern advice often tells gardeners to clear beds and prepare later. That delay damages soil before plants ever arrive. Old gardeners covered soil first, then waited. They used what decomposed slowly and, fed life steadily. Leaves, straw crop residues, and untreated cardboard were layered to create a sort of breathing blanket. This cover didn't just suppress weeds, not at all. It created stable conditions for microbes and earthworms to rebuild soil naturally. Covered soil doesn't crust or compact easily, you see. Moisture stays balanced. Microbial glue binds particles together into stable aggregates. Roots can penetrate deeper with less resistance, really. Digging interrupts this process, while cover actually accelerates it. Microorganisms need carbon before they can unlock nutrients. Old gardeners understood this intuitively, They fed soil organisms first, knowing nutrients would follow. Modern advice skips this step and jumps straight to feeding plants, which creates dependency instead of resilience. Untreated cardboard was often laid directly on soil and soaked thoroughly. This created a temporary barrier that suppressed weeds and fed fungi as it broke down. Cardboard alone is not fertilizer. It is food for the system that creates fertilizer naturally. Dry organic matter does nothing. Old gardeners soaked their soil covers deeply. Cardboard or mulch was watered until fully saturated. For every square metre of bed, about 10 litres of water was applied slowly to ensure moisture reached the soil below. This activated microbial breakdown immediately. They waited. Soil was given weeks, sometimes months, to stabilize before planting. During that time, worms moved in, microbes multiplied, and structure improved. Modern impatience skips this waiting period and then tries to compensate with products. Roots grow deeper and thicker, Leaves, they stay greener for much longer. Plants resist pests better because, nutrient uptake becomes balanced instead of excessive. Growth looks steady instead of explosive, but honestly, harvests are heavier and more consistent. Quick nutrients, they just bypass soil biology altogether. Plants grow fast, sure, but their roots stay shallow. Microbes, they starve because carbon was never replenished. Old gardeners, they avoided this trap by letting biology do the work first. Soil covering was always done when beds were empty, not when crops struggled, you see. This meant soil entered planting season already alive. Modern advice, though, waits until problems appear, then reacts. Old gardeners, well, they prevented problems instead. You know, weeds appear where soil is exposed and unbalanced. If you cover the soil, you remove the trigger for those weeds to show up. Old gardeners, well, they spent less time weeding because they focused on prevention rather than removal. Each season of covered soil, you know, it builds more organic matter. And, well, more organic matter holds more water. More water supports more life, and more life in turn feeds plants better. The cycle, it just strengthens itself without any added effort. Soil was treated as something to protect, not just something to fix later on. Old gardeners, they didn't chase results. They built systems, and honestly, that patience created abundance that looked completely effortless. Why does nature's blueprint bring this step back? Well, because no shortcut ever replaces biology. Real productivity, it comes from systems, not from products. And, you see, soil that's built properly feeds generations, not just one crop. If this helped you see soil a bit differently, go ahead and subscribe to Nature's Blueprint. Share this with gardeners who are struggling despite doing everything right, and together let's help revive soil wisdom that actually works.